And we're live. Welcome to the writer's life. Place where you get the sight, sound, smell, taste to my particular writer's life, and where you get the truth. Getting scruffy again. Subscribe, punch the like button, and tap the bell for notifications, so you don't miss out on one exciting video. So the book you saw in the thumbnail, that was my very first major league published novel. As Catch Can. Crappy cover. And they knew it at the time. They're like, "Oh, we botched that." And of course, book didn't sell very much, even though they gave me a ton of money. It wasn't until 10 years later when I got my rights back and renamed it The Innocent, new cover. It sold hundreds, over 100,000 copies in like 6 weeks or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, and she's still selling today. So anyway, but like the thumbnail says, I used to rely heavily on advances for my livelihood. That and freelance writing, of course. But like if I didn't get an advance, like I wasn't like making any money, because you could never. I think the statistics are something like 90% of all published novels don't earn out their advance. And it's funny because today my agent sent me a funny note. He's like, "Oh, I got a big check for you," and it was from Ocean View for the. I must have earned out whatever advance they gave me for the audio. So, but they're sending me a check for $2.07, which is fucking ridiculous, right? Like, don't even bother. But there's the like, whereas this month, my own books under Bear Media, I think I sold like maybe 49 audiobooks, which will make me hundreds of dollars, right? For just this month alone. That $2.07 from a traditional publisher, even though they're an independent traditional publisher, represents 6 months. If you don't advertise it, if you don't push it, if you don't market it, it's not going to sell. It's just going to get lost in the ether. And what's also ironic is I didn't do any advertising this month, other than one. I didn't pay for any ads, other than I did run a promo for The Remains, and that did really well. But again, whatever I control does better than the things that I have no control over. So, but anyway, if, as a hybrid author, like for the traditional side of things, I just count on the advance, and then I'm like, okay, it's done. Once I get paid the advance, I don't have any hope for ever seeing any money again. Occasionally I do. I have some books that earned out at Thomas & Mercer, and I have contracts with Down and Out where there was no advance, so like you're immediately in the black, and you're making money from that. And I've earned out some books with Polis, and I've earned out some with some books from Ocean View. One book, I think, in particular. But still, like the money that comes in is not much because they don't push them. But anyway, but with the independent side of things, the 100 or so titles I have under Bear Media, I'm now making like per year as much as like a very nice advance. And that pays for everything every month, and it'll pay for my stay in Europe for a month and a half and whatever else I'm going to do. So which is better, like the traditional side of things or the independent side of things? I think you know the answer. All right, that's it. It's a really hot Monday. Still feeling a little pain from my oral surgery, but not much. It's been pretty good. I'm back to running and lifting, but very lightly, because you don't want to damage it. You don't want to damage it while it's still healing. You got to give it like a week. That's it. I will check in with you guys tomorrow. Ciao, ciao, ciao.